name of my favorite teacher is Mr. Adesanwo. 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 His discipline is very polite. If you stand for joke, you joke. If you stand for work, you work.
Teaches us well, and when he explains, I understand.
Discipline us when we are wrong.
He's very punctual. He's like my mentor, my counselor, and my school father.
I am Babatunde Adesanwo by name, and I'm a teacher in the junior section of Remo Secondary School, and I teach mathematics. Well, my inspiration is, let me just say that I got inspired at a very tender age, because when I saw my teacher teaching, I fell in love with teaching right from my cradle. So what inspired me is the role a teacher plays in the life of a child. Because as a child, as a teacher, you are not only to teach, you are also to model the life of a child to something worthwhile in the society. Well, because of the nature of what I teach, kind of subject I teach, and if you want your student to like mathematics, of course you don't have to always go to class with straight face. So you have to make sure that at least you create an enabling environment for them to go along with you. So the first thing I do when I get to class, in order to carry them along, is to prepare their minds by introducing what I call an introductory teaching in form of playway method. You know, sometimes I just introduce one particular event, you know, in the society, and we just start for just 1 minute, at least to prepare their minds, you know, for the teaching. So in most cases I use playway method because I want them to feel relaxed when I'm teaching. So I don't use the other method, because in playway method you allow them to have free mind, you allow them to be free with whatever they are doing, and they contribute. So the best method I use, because they are still not far from the kindergarten students, so I use playway method in most of the cases to make sure that I'm able to drive home whatever I teach the students. Well, the most rewarding aspect of teaching is for any teacher to see his students excelling in life, and that has been my joy right from the time I've been teaching. I teach, people call it one of the most difficult subjects in the school, but I do tell my students that mathematics is the simplest subject so far. So I'm always happy when I see my students excelling, catching up with whatever I teach them, and that has been my joy. So once they understand what I'm teaching and they're able to demonstrate them, that has given me the great joy ever. Well, one factor that I cannot forget, apart from the fact that as a teacher you need to model your students, another factor is that I love children a lot. I love, you know, being within the students or children, you know, because teaching is not only, or education is not only about teaching. It's also about moral upbringing, moral molding. So I love to mold my students. Apart from teaching them, I love to mold them to become better persons in life. So what inspired me is that I am doing the work of molding. Because if I mold one student, I'm molding the entire nation. Well, I would say that there are lots of setbacks in terms of the attitude of the students in class, you know, in terms of the environment where you find yourself, in terms of some other things that aid your teaching.